You know what it is, man. We are, hey, always and forever, baby. You know what it is, man. Trade way or no way, you better tell them. Yeah. Smiggity Mike D live in 3rd Ward, Texas, man. That's my Texas. You understand what I'm telling you, man? We one-on-one with Mike D. We in the streets today. I wanted to pull up on my brother Rotha, right? Y'all check the jacket out, though. We got the Call Me Rotha album coming out December. The boy went on a press run on the West Coast and shook the internet up because he don't talk. I'm his brother. I'm finna make him talk today. I got the interview, y'all, but we gotta edit and take our time. It's called a promo run for a reason. You go to LA, you go to Atlanta, you go to New York. And if you don't stay in those 3, your hometown is the homecoming. All the media sites, including my own, Rotha is gonna do your shit, especially if you out of Texas. Be patient, don't jump on the hate road train, and your platform gonna get recognized. Right now today, I'm gonna jump the line, cause I ain't got that privilege. Yeah, follow me and let's see how this done. We gonna just bother this nigga.
Yeah, that is that Mike D coming. This nigga always got this goddamn video camera and this goddamn microphone. I always wanted to know some shit. Messy ass shit. Let me go ahead and say something for this. Keep on with me though.
You came up here with some messy shit, huh?
You know it.
Time he shared his side of the story.
Look, he went from H-Town to Cali just like Robert Ory.
Anything ill about me, you come to me by yourself, I'ma beat your ass up. I'm just a different nigga than you. I'm really a street. So really getting my shit together and getting out the street, I was really all for it.
And just doing more. This is everything we wanted from Zero back in the day.
Saying a whole lot of bullshit. You understand? I gotta lay on this ground and look down. If I'm going up, why the fuck am I looking this way for? You give a fuck about what a nigga talking about me on the ground?
Yeah. So Zero, a lot of people
But then,
saw the video
why did I do an Isaiah Carey interview? It ain't your business, it ain't his business, it ain't none of these business what I do.
Ask these questions over and over and over again, man.
Cause like I bet this don't know my Houston run is my last run.
Y'all been talking all this time. Nah, it makes sense. Time to shut up and listen now. Rotha speaks. Man, we at the Lil Flip and Zero video shoot for the Call Me Rotha. This probably for they. What's up, nigga? Yeah, don't look at me. You the hottest thing on the internet right now. What you gotta say?
You came up here with some messy shit, huh?
You know it. I told you, I'm finna jump the line, man. Man, why the f you hate this nigga Trey so bad? Why he hate you? Fuck that.
Oh, I'm a millionaire. I don't gotta hate nobody.
No.
No, like, I don't hate nobody. I'm rich than the like,
Man.
I mean, check this out. It almost go to a whole smile.
They say when you smile,
To nobody.
Big Mo send Purple Rain down. You know what I'm saying? And it's a lot of mess on the internet right now. And they just,
know about it.
man, I just want to know. They want to know the butt of everything, man. Why the f this motherfucking subscriber kicked off, bro? Talking about it, man, from humble beginnings to, I ain't gonna say it's the ending, but I will say it's a long way from Mo City right here, baby. I know you're a very private person, man, so I need him to understand that it's a real privilege to step inside the world of Rotha Vandross, man. This is serious. We're going to get deep here tonight, man, for sure, man. No Diddy. Man, Rotha, how you doing, my brother?
Man, look, I always say if I can wake up, the rest is negotiable. So I'm good. I'm negotiating.
Man, as long as you're negotiating, you're getting it, man. Yeah. Man, bro, when you pull up to this bad mama jam in here, man, knowing where we come from, man, do you ever stop for a minute and say, I did this shit?
Shit. Only like every time I come to this motherfucker.
Oh, man.
I don't be at this motherfucker all the time. I be at some more shit I got with every time I come to this motherfucker. I'll be like, yeah, this is, you know what I'm saying, the fruits.
Of that labor, man. Man, yeah, that's dope there, man. I got a question for you, brother. With all this here, man, are you happy, brother?
I don't really believe in that. I'm cool. But I mean, you know, it look good. But I mean, you know, I'm cool. I ain't gonna say no happy, but I mean, shit, I ain't sad.
Man, let's go back to the beginning, man. You mentioned your mom, man. I know it was very early. Do you ever think about, like, how proud she would be of you now, man? I know they smiling down, especially my mama, too. You know she love you, too, man. I was thinking about that earlier. I said, man, I bet they like, all right, they own it now.
Yeah, man, I bet my T will be, I think she'll be cool because Auntie cool with what I'm doing right now. And, you know, she's super duper church going. You know, we ain't gonna say she gonna be there when the door open, but, you know, they ultra, you know, like ultra spiritual type of people. I don't know how my mama was, cause all I remember was getting my back scratched every night and waking up 4 in the morning to some cookies and some milk type elementary school. I don't remember about my T, what her voice sound like, laugh, none of that. Like, I don't know nothing about her. So I don't know if she was like me or if she was, you know, I ain't gonna say auntie just straight up and down because I already know, you know, what she was asking you for will let you know
Yeah.
she gonna somebody up if she needs to. Hurt, he definitely gonna somebody up. This nigga had about 37 open heart surgeries and he's still around there talking shit. So I'm like, I don't know, man. Yeah, that just I think she'll be cool though, cause just looking at how my people is, Herc funny than a motherfucker, but he keep it 100.
Right.
Auntie straight up and down, she keep it 100. So I know my T Jones was on some real shit. So I think she'll be like, either she'll be like Auntie, cause Auntie be like, nephew, I'm proud of you and I love you. Herc be like, yeah, what's up? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I love her. Shout out,
So
man. That's my boy and auntie, man.
my
for
T
sure.
Jones would probably be a little bit of Herc and a little bit of Auntie. You know what I'm saying? You know, a little bit of Uncle Henry. She'll probably be like, yeah, son, I can dig the motherfucking blues.
Blues for real, man. I can
Yeah.
see it. I can see it, man. Cause
That might have been cool.
for some reason, when I be in Cali and you be over there kicking it with Mama, man, boy, she don't know nothing about no zero. I think that really what got you too. She didn't know nothing about all that. To her, shit, I'm the hardest rapper ever. You know what I'm saying? She used to be like, man, Joseph is special. But now she loved Joseph. For real. You get them Coke soda waters, you good.
Yeah, for sure.
It's all right there, man. Man. So, but you did grow up with your dad, man. Walk us down with it a little bit, man. Tell us about Pops a little bit, man. I know you don't open too much up about it,
I
but
didn't grow up with that nigga like that. I mean, you know, I was over there and then I wasn't. The end type shit. It was that
wow.
quick. It was that quick. I grew up with Auntie now.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when a motherfucker come from the country and come out here to Toneball, you know, Herm Clark. Stay in Herm Clark for a little while. The whole while I went to HISD school. I went to Herm Clark schools. I'm talking about Montgomery for elementary, Dowling for middle school, Madison for high school, and then some shit had happened. And CPS was on some shit like, you gotta move out your house. And they was like, we found where your old man stay. Your old man stay in Mo City. So made me move out of Auntie and them house on the nicer side of South Park to Ridgemont. Now I don't go to Madison no more. I go to Willie Ridge.
Mm-hmm.
And to be frank, I'm gonna say that was maybe because Cause I know I was playing for the Madison Marlins basketball team. So I wanted to say maybe this was, I don't know, 91, 92, some shit like that. So that shit was over with on graduation Saturday, 1994. I just came to that motherfucker like 91, 92.
Right.
I got kicked out that nigga house in like July 94. So yeah, I had 2 years with my pot, and I ain't gonna lie, I ain't really have nothing with him because that nigga come home, take a bath, he out the door. My grandma in that bitch, you know, she older, she just watching General Hospital. She don't give a fuck what I'm doing. So I mean, it wasn't no structure over there. It wasn't no, I ain't have no curfew. They ain't give a fuck if I came to that bitch or not. I was loving that shit at first, like an auntie in them house, nigga, before the lights come on. In this bitch. Over here, man, the lights been off 3 motherfucking times. I ain't been home in 72 hours. These niggas don't give a fuck.
Oh.
My dad know.
No, I'm saying, whoa,
Oh,
yeah.
Little lock on the refrigerator because a nigga eating too much. I'm like, I can't come in this bitch 48 hours later and come grab a sherbet out a golden vanilla. It's lock on this bitch. So like, I wasn't there at all. He came out there and maybe this nigga shot a jumper with me maybe like 3 or 4 times in that 2 years. And then after that shit was over with. But that shit was our auntie and grandmama from now till then.
With like high school, you say. So maybe do you think it was something to do with it? You know, the bond just didn't stick because it wasn't, you know, he wasn't around and shit like that.
Shit, yeah, you know that's what that is. Shit,
That's crazy.
You just answered your own motherfucking question. That nigga wasn't around, so it wasn't no bond to stick.
Period.
Yeah, that nigga wasn't there. That nigga wasn't there. We went to church and shit, like we was a little family, but man, that shit wasn't live.
That's crazy, man. So at this time you playing basketball. This before the rap, man. Boys don't know you got a wicked little old jump shot too there, man.
Well, it wasn't really my jump shot. It was because I was gonna dunk on your ass every time I got the ball. Niggas was like, yeah, I was cool, you know, long arms, big hands, and I don't move too fast to the eye. But that first step, like I'm finna yam that motherfucker on your ass. So that's what it was with me. I had hops. My shot was cool, but my hops was so good to where I be up there so high I can decide what the fuck I want to do when I'm up there. Like I ain't gonna run up to the goal like I'm finna lay this bitch up. I'm gonna run to the goal and jump up, and then I'm gonna decide in the air type of shit. And like I was disrespectful with that shit too.
Come on, man.
I thought it was gonna be that, but I mean, you know, I ain't mad how shit turned out too much.
I know that's right, man. 'Cause I heard the stories of the Rota. You know what I'm saying? But what tiered that? Like, we got that off course.
I mean,
Life.
came with the basketball.
Yeah.
Yeah, couldn't pass no physical too. Couldn't pass no physical, and then getting cut because of I ain't gonna say no jealousy, but getting cut from a squad because I'm the new nigga and they on some shit like, okay, we don't give a fuck because he come from over here. This nigga need to try out and do all this shit that we doing too. The only problem was I came during the mid of tryouts. So the shit I got to do, these motherfuckers was like, look, we might step off if you allow this shit. So, you know, it's strength in numbers and shit, and it was just me. So you know what that means. So shit, I left school after that. I ain't even play ball in the street no more. I ain't even play no
Lost the whole passion.
yeah. I used to get up with a ball, like go to the court. I mean, when this nigga kicked me out, when my old man kicked me out the house, I mean, I was sleeping at the park. So I'm always around basketball. So I thought it would have been that, but you know, it was hard to go to school, play basketball, then come back home to no home. You coming home to a bench. I'm trying to, you know, hope this nigga Mexican D let me come down there to his eyes and let me take a shower. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe Lil E, you know, going Lil E crib. You know, when his T ain't there, you know, one of them little broads around there I was trying to fuck with, go up in that bitch and, man, let me take a shower right quick. Go to Brygate, go to this chick house. Man, let me take a shower right quick. You know, I was out there. So a ball was what I was doing. I was doing that shit. And it seemed like as soon as ball was over with, I ain't ball like that no more. Like, I put out that first album, I want to say maybe I was 19 or some shit like that.
Right.
You talking about 12th grade graduation, that shit was just, what, a couple years before that. So, I mean, that was in no time. I started doing this shit. I knew I wasn't gonna pursue that basketball shit no more. I ain't join the Calvin Murphy team no more. I ain't go to AU no more. I ain't do none of that shit. I was like, fuck that shit. I was like, I'm a hustle. I ain't know the rap shit was gonna be cool, but I was like, it's always gonna be promise on the corner. Shit.
Real. Yeah. Especially when you're out there with it, shit. What else is it to do?
I mean, it was actually a lot to do. As a man, a nigga can look back and be like, it was a lot a motherfucker could have done, but in the same breath, we ain't think a lot of shit was cool. So, kind of like me doing all the types of songs and shit that I do now that I never would have done back when I met you.
Right.
Back when niggas was on, I'm super tough. I'm super tough. I only do the shit that's super rough. You know what I'm saying? Nah, nigga, I do a Zydeco.
Whatever.
I don't give a damn. I'll do some, yeah, you know, long and make that shit me and make that shit cool. Make that shit make me some money.
I know that's right, man. Spent 20 plus in the game, man, and like, you revered the GOAT out of Houston, man. Top slot, man. I'm talking about top shotter, man. The who's who know what it is, man. Like, where this journey began at, bro? When did you, like, let's go there, man. Let's just dig there before we go there, man. When did you, after playing that athletic shit, say, man, I'm finna be a rapper? How the hell you get influenced with that?
Selling crack. On Ridge, man. Fucking around with Booby, Shano. You know, fucking around with them niggas. Back when a nigga used to be cool with Mexican D and, you know, it's way back when that nigga Mexican D was going over around the Randy house every motherfucking day. You know, by the wash. You know, nigga, I used to be in the car, like, this back when the instrumental used to come on, or just a screw tape used to just come on and, you know, Screw get to chopping Friends or something. You know what I'm saying? I'm listening to you, Hellraisers on the Rise. Then I'm rapping over that shit, and my partner's telling me, bitch, you sound good. You need to do something with that. But at the same time, they telling me, all right, that's enough of that. Cut that crack up.
Damn.
So, you know, I don't know. I just decided to do an album one day, and that's what it was. I did an album. I did an album with somebody who ain't really. I did an album with a nigga who tried to kill me too.
Damn.
Nigga thought I robbed him in Fifth Ward. It was me and the nigga. Man, hold on, cause I'm kind of drunk. Man, look. Yeah, I don't even want to say too many names, but I'ma just say Nickel Nuts. We had a group. I was still at Willow Ridge with this shit, and we ain't put this shit out, but we did a whole record. Me and my nigga right now. You can find this shit in King Flea Market. That Slab Soldier soda water. You know who I'm talking about? Yeah, you know. That was the first group I ever was in. It wasn't none of this shit, niggas. It wasn't no gorilla. It was me and this nigga, and we was rapping hard in the motherfucker in the early '90s. If that shit would have came out, that shit would have been epic.
Come on, man.
But I mean, I started doing songs then. You know what I'm saying? It ain't get professional till '98 though. Herman Fisher.
This pre-Gorilla Mob, pre-Herman Fisher.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nickel Nuts, I think that's the name of our group. It was called Nickel Nuts. Nickel Nuts. I don't know why it was called that, because I wasn't from the nickel or nothing, and maybe that nigga was, but I don't know. But yeah, man, you know, shout out to that nigga Agony Life, man.
That's wild, man.
You know what I'm saying? That nigga, you know, me and that nigga there, that was I'm talking about we had records. I'm talking about early '90s.
You wasn't zero at that time either,
I
though.
don't even know who I was.
Damn, because you
was
got a
that long
hood
ago.
name.
I know it was like Daddy Z.
Yeah.
I was acapella.
Yeah, who love Daddy Z,
Yeah, I
man?
was Daddy Z.
AKA Daddy Z, man. That's
Yeah.
crazy, but you know them early names is just what it was, you know what I mean?
Them hoes was fraud.
I'm talking about I had some crazy names too, man, but 2020, man, so let's pre.
I ain't gonna lie though, like,
There
why
you go.
you asking me all this shit? What your early name was? Like lotion throat?
Lotion throat. You remember?
Lotion throat.
Throat lotion. Now, check it out though. It was DMD. Devastating Michael Dixon.
Hey man, you old and bitch.
Then I had another one, Jameen.
I ain't gonna lie, you don't even need another.
After
Devastating.
That's what I battled Big Mello. That was my name then.
I ain't gonna lie.
And K Reno.
Hold on. You was devastating.
Devastating, nigga. I used to
Dixon.
beatbox. Wow. Fuck the rapping. I was the beatbox.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Man, let me tell you something.
See, this gonna be different. you finna flip this on me,
This nigga
nigga.
devastating Michael Dixon, man.
Yeah, that's deep.
I gotta smoke on that.
That's deep, man. Since we going now, I write Daddy Z. We gonna go there.
But devastating though.
Yeah, okay, well, shit.
Man.
There it is.
Was you ever devastating 5? School.
Nigga.
Have you ever been devastating before? You was?
Damn right.
You called yourself that though? Devastating school.
I hope not.
I was the devastating school. Know what I'm saying?
Hey, man, that's breakdancing days. And
So
shit,
you was
man.
breaking?
Fucking right.
Your knees used to work.
They told you to work and used to go the same way.
I ain't never moved in such a manner.
Man,
I couldn't do it. I was too cool.
Nigga, top rocking, ticking, and hey, man, I
ain't finna,
windmilling.
Nah, shit, nah.
Yeah. Big ass head spinning on.
I did the standstill
Oh,
every day.
So you never got into the kid and play?
Why would I wanna, like, first of all, this nigga kid, he was getting hoed in every house party.
Man.
I ain't wanna be like that.
Neither one of them.
And play, you know, with the, I mean.
He's a player though.
Yeah, but I ain't wanna be, I was just rapping. And trying to fuck with a bitch.
Okay, so during this early era, was
that
that
nigga try to go right to the interview?
Yeah,
you
was
see how
that
now
the
I picked up on that
ABN?
shit?
Yeah, was that you was screaming ABN? Because I'm trying to figure out why the fuck, like, if you an asshole in the 8th grade, bro, where does this persona come from, bro? I'm gonna ask the shit they want to hear, man.
I'm not. I seem like an asshole.
I
Like, just
know
honestly,
you.
But I mean, I'm asking you like straight up. Like, I seem like an asshole.
You know you act like an asshole at times.
But how can you say that though?
Okay.
No, I'm in the conversation. Like, how can you say I'm an asshole? Because I guarantee you I got a counter for it.
Oh,
but just tell me how you could think that I'm an asshole.
Because if a person don't approach you the right way, you gonna hold them accountable. Yeah, you gonna hold them. But that don't make you an asshole. But you do it in you have the character. You'll be like, you live up to it. It's like I've seen fans come up to you and be like ready for the experience, and I'll be like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Have I ever called them out their name? No.
Not unless they deserved it. It's always been.
So when I'm disrespected, I don't disrespect you back. I just show you that you disrespected me, and that makes me an asshole.
Nah, it actually don't.
I'm just saying though.
Yeah.
Cause me and you sitting here talking right now. And if a nigga just open up the car door and just, hey man, look man, I ain't interrupt. And I be like, but yet you did. The fuck do you want? Do you see something else going on right now? So if you can't wait for this shit to go on, you know what I'm saying? And the nigga gonna be like, I'm not out of line for telling the motherfucker they out of line.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck if I walk up on you and I'm just, hey, hold on, I don't mean to interrupt. Ho ass nigga, you know I mean to interrupt. I said it like I meant to interrupt. I said it louder than your conversation, which meant I was trying to interrupt. So if I slap the fuck out the side or the back or the front of your motherfucking face, am I out of line? I shouldn't be out of line.
Yeah.
Cause you probably told somebody, hey, watch this right quick. Hey, look out, I don't mean it. And then I'll slap the shit out your bitch ass. Bitch ass nigga.
Right quick, right fast.
I ain't wrong. This is in Jesus' name.
But
nigga.
ChristianMingle.com.
Whatever kind of calm it is, it ain't wrong.
Right.
I'm just saying, it ain't wrong.
And
I don't really be doing, people don't have that.
You have self-accountability too that you stand on, which I know make life like very lonely at times, the standards you hold.
Man, I ain't got nobody. And that's the price to pay for like this bullshit ass standing on business shit. That's the price that you pay for that shit. I want this shit so 100 that I'm not finna deal with your 87%. And then in the same coin, if I don't fuck with you like that, I can't really be 100% with you. It's the same shit. I can't be 87. I gotta detach. Cause it ain't always just the other person. It's me sometimes. I can't deal. You know what I'm saying? I'm people too. So I'm like, I wake up and be like, nigga, fuck you too, nigga. For nothing. I mean, shit, nigga, I'm tired like the nigga next door. So shit, I don't try to put that shit on people. I stay the fuck away from people.
I know that's right, man. That's a beautiful thing, because they don't know what accountability is. And I tell them all the time, if you approach them the right way, you're going to get the right response.
It ain't really no such thing as the right way, though.
What is a fan's right way when they pulling up? Like they want to get a picture or they see you out. How do they approach you?
It ain't no such thing as the right way, because I don't know who I'm gonna be at that moment. They don't know what type of fan they're gonna be at that moment. So I can't tell a motherfucker what the right way is, what the right way is, or what the wrong way is. All I can be like is, it's always smooth on the first, on the first interaction. But if I say something that they don't like, then they gonna say something that they know I'm not finna like, and then I'm finna be like, it's probably finna start out with a bitch, and then it's gonna go from there. So the thing that most people hate me for is because I ain't gonna take your picture all the time.
Right.
Like our partner Baby Bad, she be like, don't be a dick, take the pic. I don't give a fuck. I'm not taking the picture every motherfucking time. I'm not really walking around this motherfucker like I'm a rapper all the time. I might be out here trying to do some real super duper illegal shit, and you notice me, and you, hey, can I get an A, man? You fuck on.
I'm in the middle of something.
Like, nigga, can you? 3, 4 in the morning. It didn't happen. It didn't happen. I done went to jail leaving your house.
Yeah.
A couple times. It didn't happen. I didn't get to where I'm got to go, and I'm like, damn, I ain't got no papers. Suit up to the shell. Ain't nobody there when I get out the car. On the way to the car, it's the parking lot full. Bro, can I get a... Man, look.
Here we go.
I might got on wife beater. I still might got on my pajama business at the bottom.
Yeah, and they want to pick.
Yeah, and they like, hey, can I get a pic? You want to take a pic of you want to take a pic of me, and I'm sitting here looking like a Tyler Perry character, nigga, cause I done just walked out my motherfucking house. I'm like, damn, I need to get you know what I'm saying? So I got to be a hoe. Nah, I don't want to take no picture. Ah, nigga, you can't take no picture. You a bitch. Nah, nigga, your mama's a bitch, with his big dick ass, hoe ass nigga.
Man,
bitch.
there you go.
Nah, I'm wrong, right? Because I'm like, I just don't want to be on your picture, you know what I'm saying, looking like Uncle Junior on your shit.
No shit.
You
Well,
know
why
what I'm
not
saying?
just say that? Why you got to
Because I ain't got to say a motherfucking thing. I could just say, nah, I don't want to take a picture. You don't want to accept that shit. Eat everybody dick then, on sideways, on soft on the Sunday.
So they
severely.
Get that response when after you said, hey,
man,
I'm
look,
cool, then here they come.
I be like, man, I don't really want to right now. Like, man, check me out. You know what I'm saying? You don't give a fuck what I look like. You just want to take you just want to take my picture. So that's cool. And I'm like, but I give a fuck what I look like though. So just act like you ain't see me.
And next time
I got you. You know what I'm saying? But
there y'all go.
It is what it is though.
There y'all go, right there, man. It's just real niggas stand on, man. And it get lonely. Trust me. This shit one deep entertainment for a reason. Man. Square business, man. So when the Gorilla Mob, what started before Gorilla Mob?
Me?
Herman Fisher.
Yeah, that was right before, yeah.
How the hell did y'all hook up and start?
Me and Fisher?
Put that bad motherfucker together, man.
I ain't know who the fuck this nigga Fisher was. He had another artist, and he was using the studio I was using. So one day, that nigga called over there to the house about his artist and some studio time, but I answered the phone. So it was some shit, and that nigga was like, he said something like with an attitude or some shit, and I was like, what, nigga? He was like, what you say? I said what, nigga? And nigga was like, who is this? I'm like, nigga, it's whoever it is, nigga. Hung the phone up. That nigga gonna come over there one day, and he was like, yeah, who that was with that what on the phone? I was like, shit, it was me. That nigga like, who you is? I'm like, shit, I was the nigga with the what? You know, big old black ass nigga from 3rd Ward.
Fish.
That nigga Fish. And in some kind of way, this nigga heard my music, and instead of getting into it, nigga was like, man, let's do a record deal.
Damn.
Yeah, and that nigga put out my first record, Look What You Did to Me.
Classic.
and he put out my first record. And
How much was your first record deal worth? What do a zero early stages record deal look like? What's the negotiations? I know you ain't got no lawyer at this point, so it's what?
it was 9 ounces of hard crack. And he gave me 9 ounces of crack.
Damn.
Nigga gave me, but I mean, I was living in a dope house.
Mm.
So I mean, it was right up my alley. Nigga gave me 9 ounces hard.
That's deep there, cause shit, that's better than 10,000. Cause a nigga bust that down and get it going on. So when you seen the finished product, did you make a decision that, hey man, this dope got to go? You know, whatever early shit I'm doing, this shit got to go. When did you see it like and make that?
The fuck is the
that dip? That, you know, that fork in the road, you know what I mean? You like, man,
to
yeah,
decide
yeah,
to rap?
what am I
Shit.
doing? Yeah, like,
Man, I don't even know if I even did that yet.
damn.
It's way 2024 and I'm still juggling.
Game don't stop, man. It don't stop. That deep. That nigga eat 9 ounces, boy. Ooh, that's like
Nigga
gold.
gave me 9 ounces. That nigga was like, these hoes $6 a piece.
Oh no, it wasn't. Fish.
Oh yeah, nah, it wasn't no, It was like, nah, I still had to.
Tab.
But you know,
Hey,
at the end though, I mean, it ain't
Right.
even get a chance to finish because some other shit was going on, and we fell out. We fell out behind. I don't know what the fuck it was, but we fell out. And that nigga Monique had called me. I was fucking with Monique at the time. She called me and she was like, man, this nigga Fisher dropped all your shit off in the driveway. I was
come
like,
on, man.
yeah, she was like,
Y'all had a spot together.
nah, I was living at this nigga's studio in A-Leaf. So whatever the fuck we got into it about, this nigga took my shit over her house and dropped it off over there.
Herman.
So I went on from that point, and yeah, that was the end of that shit.
It's a rap, but you knowing now the potential of the shit, so you
Nah,
fuck
I
it.
ain't know no potential, cause I mean, ain't shit shaking. Look what you did to me. I ain't get no checks. I ain't get no money or no shit like that. It was just, you know, whatever was made, he got that shit. Cause I mean, he pressed up CDs he sold. I ain't have none of that shit. I ain't have no CDs or none of that shit.
Was you getting traction for the shows and shit back then, or it
Nah.
wasn't nothing jumping yet? Yeah,
Nah.
it was popping in the streets.
Yeah, it was cool. It was alright, but I mean, shit ain't really popping till cause I remember, I think one time the nigga Fish dropped me off at Screw House. Screw had already moved in Mo City to on Hilton Head over there at the new house. And he dropped me off over there one day. I went in that bitch, and this after LD had already brought me over there and introduced me to Screw. And yeah, I think Fish dropped me off one day, and I was talking to Screw about like what's next. And then Screw was like, yeah man, keep on coming through here. You know, we're gonna do some shit to put in their ear, and I mean, they gonna have to deal with you. So I was like, cool. So, you know, I start coming over there, running in the yard and shit like that. I'm like, damn, these niggas I've been listening to on these tapes all these years. So that shit was kind of cool, but I mean, I still ain't know. I was just on some like, yeah, it's cool to be at Screw House, and
For real.
because I knew y'all wasn't real rappers too.
Exactly.
Y'all was like, y'all was rappers to us. We knew y'all verses and shit.
Don't you know a nigga getting that money on the side,
Yeah, but
side
it
of fries,
wasn't
yeah.
but it wasn't for no rapping though.
Exactly.
So I mean, for a nigga that's trying to rap, I ain't give a fuck what y'all was doing, cause it wasn't in rap.
Right.
I ain't want to do it. I had just left doing this. I ain't want to do that shit.
Right.
I wanted to I wanted to do some shit where I wouldn't finna have to deal with jail and all this other, you know, this pussy ass neighborhood politics that a nigga always had to do. Just had to stay up late and keep these bitch ass niggas from over here. Cause it's popping on the van, nigga. That shit fuck 24/7. That shit was 25/8, nigga. That shit was all day, all night. With no man say.
They say, is it a question, is he a king of pain, man? For real, man. You always had your own lane with it, man. I think that's what separated you from everybody. You knew that when you got that thing started, that that's what you're going to do. I'm going to stay in my own lane.
I mean, shit, I wasn't finna lie.
Mm-hmm.
Shit.
It's a lot of people do.
Yeah, I was talking about a bunch of shit. I knew all about it, but I'm like, I'm not out here. I don't have a car. Wow. I can't rap about no orange bitch on my passenger seat because I ain't even got no motherfucking passenger seat. So, yeah, I wasn't finna be up in here like, and then I was hearing Screw. I don't know which one of y'all it is when I'm saying y'all, because one of y'all was hating on me. I don't know who it was.
Everybody was.
Somebody was hating on me real bad. Nigga rapping too fast. That's when Screw just, nah, y'all niggas listening too slow.
For real.
I was like, yeah, somebody hating on me in this motherfucker.
It was definitely the second wave because I ain't gonna lie, when Herman Fisher let us, me and Hawk hear that thing, it was like, oh, we talking about Tupac, Biggie, and Bone wrapped in one. That's why Hawk named you Total Package. Yeah. Kiki, no. That's why you can't look around and y'all got about as many songs as me and him, me and you.
This nigga Kiki and Fat Pat put me off the stage at Beaumont. I was so mad at these niggas. I ain't know none of y'all yet. I was like, man.
I was there.
Yeah, I was like, man, fuck them screw ass click ass niggas. Fuck them hoe ass niggas. I was like, man, them niggas could kiss my motherfucking ass. This nigga patting that hoe just, he moving like this. Like he just, man, I'm on stage. I'm, Lord, tell me why. Ooh, child, too, things are gonna get. This nigga, man, get this book. We got to get back to H-Time, man. Get this nigga off the motherfucking stage. I'm like, I say,
that's PA.
I looked at the crowd. Them hoes looked at me like, what, nigga? Move.
Damn.
I said, all right. I fuck y'all too then. I was like, man. I walked back over to the people I was with. They was smiling like a motherfucker. I was like, bitch, laugh. I'm gonna leave you up. You know, I'm gonna leave you in Beaumont, my nigga. You can stay down here and go back to Lamar University. I don't know.
They wanted to stay and listen to Pat.
And they did.
Oh, that's
like, fuck. You left I stayed?
I know you did. You too stubborn. I know you. I'm gone.
I left about that motherfucker so fast. Then right before all that shit happened, I dropped my shit 98, and that shit happened. And then Screw went to slowing that shit down and telling me like, nah, nigga, it's finna go up for you.
Yeah, they just listening too slow.
Yeah, they listened too slow, man.
That boy loves some roaster, man. Hawk too, though.
It was like on that pain shit. You had like Al did rap that pain shit. Grace.
Yeah.
You know, Shorty Mac. You know what I'm saying? He'll fuck with that shit. Hawk will kick some shit, but like that, I want to say like that individual little Crip clique, the names I just said.
Right.
Motherfuckers sit around and talk about how broke we are and how wonderful it'll be to be rich like Screw, where a nigga can have a highs and a business and you know what I'm saying? So we was on that pain shit. That shit'll get baller when y'all niggas came around.
Yeah.
You come in that bitch, C-note, with all these motherfucking special pop trunks and
chains
and shit I ain't gonna even say on here because we don't want to alert those sleeping giants about nothing.
For real.
But I was seeing some shit over there. I'm like, how many motherfuckers swankers do this car have on this bitch. This motherfucking Excalibur pulling up, it's foes everywhere. I'm talking about this. I ain't have none of that shit. I wasn't finna get on no song talking about sipping on the paint.
Nah.
Shit.
If you sipping on the one.
Nah, and I ain't finna rap about that because that ain't no fun.
At all.
Sipping on the one ain't no motherfucking fun. But I know I could rap. I could tell you how I could tell you how it feel to be in the dark in the daytime, though. You know what I'm saying? I could tell you how I could tell you how it feel to not eat so many motherfucking days to where you don't even feel that shit no motherfucking more. I could tell you, I could tell you what it feel like to have your mama die in the bed with you type shit. Like, I can tell you shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I can tell you how fake the nigga is in the room next to you is. You know what I'm saying? I can tell you that. I couldn't tell a nigga about no bankroll.
50 keys and all that.
Nah. Not even 50 door keys. I couldn't tell you about 5 of them. So, I mean, I just kept this shit 100 on what I could tell you about.
Now look at
I could tell you about how phony these hoe-ass niggas is and these hoe-ass hoes is. You know what I'm saying? I could tell you how treacherous the judicial system is. You know what I'm saying? I can definitely get on this motherfucker and tell you that the biggest gangster in the world is the bank and not no nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, I could do that. So I was rapping like that. So that shit wasn't cute. It was just real. So it ain't catch on till later, till niggas start going broke. Niggas start listening to my song. They be like, you know what? I ain't feel that shit in 03. But boy, in 2016, yeah, nigga, cause you upside down or something. I ain't even upside down no more. You feel my old shit now. That's how that shit work though.
It's more broke niggas than it is rich niggas.
It's always gonna be.
For real, for real.
I got smart. I had to stop selling because there was so many niggas on there motherfucking selling crack.
Damn.
You had 5120. You know, you talk about this shit now. Everybody nigga dead and got jobs and shit if they living. Nigga 5120. At 5120, you had about like 8 to 11 different niggas selling crack. Man, think about waiting your turn to hit a lick in that motherfucker. Then you got me across the street. You know what I'm saying? I'm in 5111 by myself. I'm getting work at this time. I'm getting a little bit from Cruz and Sunnyside. I'm getting a lot from Fish. So I got some different type of shit than what they got, so they coming over here. Down here, 4915, you got Marco and all them Killer Clan niggas. You got this nigga Said across the street. Like, it's about like 6, 7 different niggas hustling in that bitch.
Damn.
Something like, all day it's just, I got to be outside. That shit go from when the Chucks is on the burglar bars, I'm open, nigga. Ain't no shoes on the burglar bars, you gotta go to one of these other niggas' houses.
Shout stop his own.
Man, this nigga Dougie D out of everybody. Nigga, I wake up and I be like, I come outside, I be like, man, Bubba, what's up, nigga? You ain't been through today. Oh, no, I hit your brother. What?
Oh, man.
Then I talk to this nigga, you ain't gonna lie, big bro. Yeah, you know, boys was asleep, so this nigga up in here in some kind of little ugly ass, little blue ass car, trying to hit everybody list cause we sleep and shit.
Damn, shout stopping.
I say, man, this some fraud ass shit. So I just got smart. I just said, fuck it, I'm finna just sell swishers. Cause everybody who was selling crack was using their money to buy weed.
Ding, 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 ding.
So
ding,
then
ding.
I just started getting a bunch of weed. And I just started selling weed. And while I was selling weed, I was out there rapping and shit. And that nigga Shannon would be like, bitch, you got something. DP be like, you got something. That nigga Grady was like, you got something. Mexican D, he was always a hater. That nigga was he always had like, I'm getting nigga 13% salt.
Damn.
He was always a hater. You know what I'm saying? Everybody else was kind of like, yeah, nigga, you got something. Mexican D was like, yeah, you got something, but it ain't all that though. Hating ass nigga.
Damn.
But anyway.
When did Screw recognize it? Did you, before the tape or when you did your tape?
Screwhead, look what you did to me. He put that bitch on, he was putting, I think on Worldwide Southside, he put my reggae song on that motherfucker. Like he was, you know, he definitely was on some of that Gorilla Mob, but keep watching me.
For sure, for sure.
Them freestyled on that motherfucker.
Classic.
Yeah, I mean, it ain't really get to, cause I mean, I was at the end. When I started coming over there, man, I mean, 2 summers and Screw was gone.
Damn, man.
And you know, the way how we was on time, shit. That shit went by fast, cause I mean, nigga was high.
Yeah.
Nigga was low. And I was still in my struggle. So I mean, I wasn't up under Screw like that.
Right.
And I got my motherfucking apartment. I mean, when nigga was in Mo City, yeah, you know, I'm sleeping in the back of Monique daddy truck because it was broke down. I'm on Chimney Rock. I'm sleeping in the back of her truck, so it's like, but I got my phone though. She'll charge my phone for me and shit like that. So I be in the back of the truck 2, 3 in the morning. Or I be in the truck laid down in that motherfucker sleep, but I got my phone though. And then, you know, sometimes I hear Screw will pull up, you know, pick me up, or, you know, I get a ride over there or some shit. And
kidnap a nigga.
Yeah, but I mean,
it's a good one though.
But when I got with Den and then Straight Profit shit, that nigga Den got me an apartment on Harwin. And you know, at this time, you know, Screw had that apartment over there too.
With D-RECK.
Yeah, but he had his, you know, he still had that there. He had that there. He had over there in the colony. And then that nigga was, you know, the stove. And when I got that Harwin apartment, I wasn't going to Screw house like that no more. Now I'm kind of like traveling with Den and them and Grace.
Right.
You know, Wood and all them niggas like that, Texas Tantrum, all that shit they had going on. So I'm doing shows and shit. So I mean, I'm hollering at Screw, but I ain't going over there. You know, I ain't had no car.
Right.
So, you know, nigga had to come pick me up, or I had to catch a cab. Wasn't no Uber back then, none of that shit. So I, you know, that shit was short-lived. I was kind of like sleeping in the back of that truck for like 6 months so for that whole 6 months, I'm back and forth to Screw house. That next 6 months is kind of like, yeah, I probably seen Screw like 5 or 6 times. You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
So I ain't even really get a chance to make no plan with you like that.
Man, y'all had a connection though, boy, cause he loved your shit, man.
Yeah.
I'm talking about for real. It's like, I tell people Screw like it was an angel almost. Like, everybody felt like the little short time you had with him, it was like, you know, it was special, man.
Hold up, who do we have here? Straight motherfucking truth, nigga, in the song, like, let's make another motherfucking last hit, you know how this shit go down. Already. Tell these motherfuckers, man, what it is right now, what to get the fuck ready for around this bitch.
You know, they don't know. You gotta get ready for this motherfucking asshole by nature type shit. Straight motherfucking truth. Zero the motherfucking crook. You know what I'm saying? That's how it's gonna go down, nigga. It is what it is.
Doing Gorilla Mob, and these niggas decided to take the Gorilla Mob CD out of Southwest Wholesale. Robert Gillum, you know, R.I.P. to him.
R.I.P.
They wanted to take the CD out of Southwest Wholesale so we could sell it on the street and start getting money for it. My position was, okay, I feel you. But if Robert sell it, we gonna get credit for it. So if we get them, if we get a situation where a label want to sit down with us, we can walk in there and be like, well, look at what we did on our own. We sold this amount. But we can't do that if we selling bitches on our own. We ain't gonna have no sound skin, we ain't gonna have no credit for it. So, you know, this nigga Dougie D told me, like, nigga, you been outvoted. Nigga, this what we doing. So I'm looking at this nigga like, I just introduced you to this nigga, and you taking sides with this nigga? And the crazy part about it is, you ain't my brother for real, but you my little brother. Or you were supposed to be. Nigga, I'm gonna take care of you for life.
If nothing else.
If nothing else, I'm gonna take care of you for life. But you know, you side up with him, so I mean, that's cool. So we almost have a fight. Then I just, in the back of my head, I'm like, you know what? You go ahead and just go run with him and see how they work for you. And we left that shit alone. And I mean, I walked away from that shit then. That's why I went diss them niggas on Big Mo album, and that's why they went diss me on the 3D2 album.
It's like, I tell people, Screw like was an angel almost. Like, everybody felt like the little short time you had with him was like, you know, it was special, man. That's all I can describe. It's like everybody like, man, the closeness is wild, man. It's a real dude, man. Whew, for real, man. So when the Gorilla Mob started, that was the first Gorilla Mob wasn't you, Trey, and Dougie D. Who was that?
The first Gorilla Mob wasn't even no rap group.
Damn.
Fuck my phone go. There you go. Yeah, the first Gorilla Mob wasn't no rap group. I mean, Gorilla Mob, I mean, we was just on some, we ain't really give a fuck about nothing too much. But it wasn't like no gang or nothing, it was just
click.
That's it. You know, niggas would get out of school and we'll hook up, smoke weed and drink beer. You know what I'm saying? This is what the fuck we was on.
Early days.
Smoke weed, drank beer, and you know, niggas like me, I'm on syrup already, so it's like, yeah, y'all niggas with this here, but I'm on this here though.
Mm-hmm.
And we was rapping, but we weren't just going no studio or no shit like that. It was just like on some like, yeah, man, we fuck with this nigga Zero, I fuck with y'all. And I mean, it was a whole lot of us. I mean, it's hard to remember names right now, but I remember it was a nigga named Locke. It was a group involved named KM Dynasty. Them niggas rapped on Murdering Me on my first on the Fisher Boy album.
Look at
on that Murdering Me, Buddy Rowe and Rod. Like, them niggas was hard too. Them niggas was some rapping ass niggas. So it was them. It was a nigga named Bert, kind of like a little fat type of little nigga named Bert. Bryce motherfucking ass was involved. Debo. He was in this shit. Man, it was a couple chicks. I mean, it wasn't nothing minor. It wasn't nothing major though. It was just by like 20 of us, like on some, cause niggas had jobs. Some niggas had jobs. Some motherfuckers was deadbeat. Some niggas was going to school. But man, like, we just clicked up all the time and we just did everything together. We was all up and down. We was all up and through Fungin Court and Willow Ridge Apartments and, you know, wherever the fuck I was living with, whoever the fuck. I mean, we was just everywhere, just drinking and smoking and just chilling. That's all it was. And we was rapping a little bit, you know what I'm saying? But I mean, it wasn't serious or nothing. It wasn't really serious until I was like, you know what, I'm gonna get serious and try to do some shit on this solo tip. So I was doing demo tapes. I mean, everybody was doing some demo tapes. We had some shit together, but I was taking that shit serious. And I mean, so was the KM Dynasty cats. It was a couple of other people that was they was seriously writing, but it wasn't gonna go nowhere.
Right.
But yeah, we was on that shit for real. And so when the first Zero record came out, the hardest niggas from that era made it on to the first Zero album. And I mean, that was, you know, KM Dynasty, which was, you know, them niggas that I'm talking about. I think Trey made it on that motherfucker. And then there was a toss-up with that because it was another nigga in that bitch named T-Ray.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, the similarity of T-Ray and Trey, these niggas kind of had like some type of little falling out behind that shit. So the T-Ray nigga end up dipping. And, you know, so now you got here this nigga Trey go. So by the time that second album came, which was Gorilla Mob, which was the first Gorilla Mob, Rise, this was a bunch of shit I already had. I mean, I was writing a lot of that shit, but I had a lot of that shit already I took verses off of. Because at this time, this nigga Fisher Boy, because, you know, I had signed with him, like he gave me the crack, and I'm on this nigga label now. And he go to jail for some shit, and it's looking like he gonna be in jail for a long time. I can't contact with the nigga, you know. We was already on some not fuck with each other type shit for whatever reason it was we fell out for. So I'm like, damn, I don't want to drop a solo zero record with somebody else, and I get a cease and desist from the penitentiary on some, nah, nigga, you on my label. So I was like, well, shit, nigga can't say nothing to me if I'm the side man in a group, because, you know, I know, you know, entertainment law. I'm like, all right, cool. I'm gonna do the Gorilla Mob. So that's when I added people. I added Doug, Trey, and Taz. Yeah, so that was the first Gorilla Mob record, and I decided to call it Gorilla Mob because I remember, like, I want to say it was maybe 90. It might have been 92. Could have been 93, but it might have been 92. That's when niggas started hitting Sharpstown Mall, going upstairs, go get them fresh printed on hats.
Right. Oh, man.
So you had like the main niggas in the neighborhood. You know, you had had like Shan on them. They had Ridge Ran Riders in big block letters.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it's something going through the middle in red, you know, with the little cursive.
Oh, yeah.
So then you had Harv and them. Them niggas had the purple and yellow hats, and it was, I don't know if it was Pud Park Players or whatever the fuck it was, but I mean, like, everybody had hats.
That trend.
Yeah. So you had the Ridge Ran Riders, you had the Pud Park shit with Great and them, you had the Park Manor shit with Harv and them. So it was like, I'm like, man, nigga, I'm gonna give me a hat. I don't even know what I put in the I think it was One Deep, but I put Gorilla Mob on my shit.
Whoa.
And it was GUERILLAMAAB, and I think it was One Deep going in cursive through that bitch in blue, cause all them niggas shit was red and all that shit. So after that first record, like Gorilla Mob shit, I was like, man, you know what? It ain't really seeming like the Gorilla Mob is really what it is no more. But, you know, Taz on his first record, Trey on his first record. I can't remember if this nigga Doug was on his first record. But for the second record, I was just like, man, I'll put everybody on this bitch. I ain't gonna get sued because it's Gorilla Mob. So we did that motherfucker, and ain't nothing happened. So I was like, well, shit, we can keep on with this shit then. It still wasn't making no money, but I mean, you know, I knew it was gonna be on the way because we had Hawk on that motherfucker. I mean, people was and Willian, I think.
Tapped in.
People was tapped in, you know, they was tapping into it and all that other shit. But I mean, like I say, right around this time, you know, shit, you got Screw going in the box. So, and in a funny way, it's like everybody blew up when Screw died. everybody blew up.
It was his
because
plan.
because the telescope was coming from everywhere trying to look. The media shit was so bad with the old screw overdose. He overdosed. I don't know that this nigga overdosed, but this what the narrative is, because they just with the screw drank, screw music, syrup, like this what they was, trying to make it about. So now they want to dive into his life. We were his life. So it's like, shit, now we all popping.
Yeah.
Popping for the wrong reason, but we popping now.
Right.
So now it's like, oh shit, take it serious. I mean, I was already doing albums to take it serious, but now it's like, y'all talking about a motherfucker in the tabloids now. So I guess that's when the seriousness of that shit came through on some. Yeah, let me go ahead and try to be a staple in this shit.
For real. So during that time, this is 20 plus now, right? You had a relationship with Trey then, like, so just straight up, bro, where did this shit get off track at? Like, let's go there, man. Like, if y'all had doing such good success going on, like, what the fuck happened?
That's what the fuck it probably was, because it wasn't no success.
What was it?
I don't know what it was. It wasn't successful. Shit, I mean, motherfuckers making dumbass decisions because there wasn't no success involved. You got I'm doing my solo shit. I started with my solo shit. Then we did that Gorilla Mob. Then I want to say, I don't remember really so the first beef that I can recall is when they wanted to take the Gorilla Mob CD out of Southwest Wholesale, out of the distribution company, to sell it hand to hand so they could get the money for it. And I'm like, man, that's a cool idea, because I can't remember how many CDs we pressed up, but they wanted to take them out or some shit and sell them either by hand or sell them motherfuckers in stores that they gonna deal directly with or whatever the case was. But they had a meeting. And they was like, yeah, we're gonna have a meeting about this shit. And I'm in my mind like, I'm finna have a meeting about some shit I created that I don't wanna do. So I ain't go to the meeting. But they decided in my absence that that's what they was gonna do. They was gonna take this shit out of Southwest Wholesale. And I wasn't with that shit. So I met up with Doug and that nigga Blue Note that made a lot of beats for Rec Shop. He was with me. And we was talking about that shit. And basically this nigga, me and Doug, we was about to have a squabble. This nigga basically was like, yeah, nigga, you wasn't there. This is what we gonna do, and we don't gonna give a fuck what you talking about. So my first mind was like, nigga, you got me fucked up.
This your shit.
That's what my first mind telling me. And then my second mind telling me like, nigga, I introduced you to him. So I'm looking at it like,
Doug to Trey.
Yeah, I introduced, because I met Doug first in the hood and shit, And then some years go by, and then 1996 get here, I meet Trey. And then at some point I introduced Doug to Trey, because I met Trey first, and I introduced Doug to Trey. So I'm looking at this nigga like, you really gonna take this nigga side? And I'm like, nigga, I'm supposed to be
Yeah.
So, and then we about to lock up in that motherfucker. Blue, he like, man, y'all tripping. Then I'm really thinking in my head, I'm like, that's what's up. So, we left that shit alone, and we went our separate ways. I said some shit about them, and they said some shit about me, and we went on ahead about our careers after that.
Doug was like a brother at that time then, huh?
Yeah.
Because I know a lot of people used to say that's your brother, Trey your cousin, it's like, I'm seeing the bond right there, man, and just if small shit like that can pull a nigga apart, but it ain't small because it's
The
your
thing about
shit.
it is like, but the thing about it, I guess on their behalf, and I'm definitely not taking no other motherfucker side but myself. But one thing about me is I'm able to see standpoints, you know what I'm saying, from every which way. Hell yeah, it's my shit. I created this shit without knowing one of these niggas. But at the same time, I made a motherfucker a part of something.
That's what I'm
So
saying.
so you got a right to be like, yeah, nigga, I got a voice in this shit, even if I did give you your voice. So the voice giver can sit back and be like, yeah, this some ungrateful ass shit. But as the motherfucker that's been given the voice and you working for it, you like, well, nah, I'm working for it. So it's kind of like, I don't gotta feel his motherfucking aspect, but I gotta respect it, and he gotta do the same with me, and this other nigga gotta do the same with me too.
Do you think they had a feeling about you not showing up to the meeting? Maybe that.
I don't give a fuck, cause I told the motherfucker from the jump, I'm not with that. Because my whole standpoint is, like, keep in mind, I'm rapping. I'm trying to survive too. But I'm not trying to survive right now off of this if was a fifth type of shift that we got going on that's not even really selling units right now. I'm surviving however I'm surviving. And I think at the time I wasn't comfortable. But I mean, a lot of this time I was living at the studio. I was living on Ashcroft at Afterlife Studio. I was living in that motherfucker. Like, you know, this nigga Rakesh, this nigga here gonna give Cliche a key. This nigga gonna give me a key. But I'm living in that motherfucker though.
Damn.
So I'm in that bitch. It's music all the time. The keyboard is here. The studio is here. I'm in this bitch making beats, laying hooks. That's why we had so many motherfucking songs. So when I finally figured out to myself, I'm like, if I'm shitting all these motherfucking songs and shit out like that, I ain't really got to trip over this. I can just keep on doing this shit for myself. So that's what I decided to do.
Let's go one deep.
Yeah.
It only made sense if obviously you would have started a group the whole time. Man, that's deep, especially when it's your material. I can understand that, man. That's crazy, man. So obviously Doug left and did his thing, and then you and Trey continued on. So that was the first. When did you decide to double back? Was that for the ABN shit?
Nah, that was for another Gorilla Mob.
Oh, okay, the Resurrection.
Yeah.
Wait, them niggas always try to jump. You know what I'm saying? It was three of them niggas try to jump me back then. I said what I said, they said what they said. I come outside my door, Doug walking this way, Trey walking this way, and another nigga with him. I think it may have been Raw D or somebody. They all out there on this old, but then little E from my hood pull up with a bunch of pistols, not even knowing he coming to come pick me up. We about to go do some foolish shit. So he walk around the corner like on some, hold on, what y'all got going? Now it turned into me and Trey go down here by the bio and talk about it.
Yeah, it was one day when niggas was trying to jump me again.
Whoa.
We was in Cobblestone. I was coming out of I think I was living with Lele mama at the time. And I came outside the house and I can't remember if it was Trey or if it was Doug, but one of them niggas walked by me. One of them niggas walked by me. You know, if you finna do something to a nigga, you looking at a nigga like, this nigga tried to walk by me, but the nigga just. So when I do this here, I guess the nigga can't jump on me because I'm looking at him, right?
Damn.
So we looking at each other just like this shit gay than a motherfucker. We just looking at each other like we love each other and shit. Like this shit gay. And then another nigga down, they looking too.
Oh no, yeah.
Like
It's weird.
Everybody looking. And I'm like, and this nigga, I'm only coming outside cause this nigga Lil E pulling up. And he was like, he finna show me some guns or some shit. So he hopping out the car with some guns. He ain't even hopping out the car to use the guns. But the nigga hop out and see this jump about to take place. Nah, bitch ass niggas, y'all. You know, he got these hoes in his hands.
Yeah.
So he go from a jump to me and this nigga Trey walking to the back of the apartments.
Was Trey one
up
of the
the bayou. Yeah, he was one of the jumps.
Okay, so y'all on the bayou.
Yeah. So whatever Doug and the other nigga do, me and Trey go to the bayou. We walk up the bayou, we talk and whatever the fuck we talk about. And that shit lead to the exchange of the phone numbers, and that shit lead to Gorilla Mob Resurrection and shit. That lead, cause I mean I was already at KMJ by my motherfucking self. So that shit lead to me bringing all these niggas over there where the fuck I was at. Cause I'm over there by myself. However the fuck I met this Eugene Brooks ass nigga.
Who came with you?
Ain't nobody come with me.
No,
Ain't nobody come with me.
Okay, you brought them.
When this motherfucking shit happened, I'm already fucking with Eugene Brooks.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm off the tail end of presidential. So I'm fucking with Eugene Brooks right now. So some type of way I end up bringing everybody over there to KMJ with me. Like I'm already there. I bring Big Mello. Cliche come over there. The Gorilla Mob come over there. This producer nigga Q Stone that was doing all the Gorilla Mob shit back then, well most of it, he come over, cause I was doing a lot of that shit too. He come over there like yeah, cause it was just me at first. And I bring all them motherfuckers over there with me, and you know, Mello put out a record over there. I put out a couple records over there. Gorilla Mob Resurrection come out from over there. I don't know what the fuck else. This nigga Tony Montana did a record over there. Like it was me and Daz did a record together over there. Yeah, Zero Tolerance was the name of that record. Like I did some work over there. In that motherfucker, and that's how, yeah, Gorilla Mob Resurrection came on that.
That was a dope album now, man. So it's just like all that beautiful music, man. Do you like today, I mean, like for real though, a lot of people want y'all to do music, man. Do you ever think about, man, what if I was doing this shit with this nigga instead of y'all, whatever the fuck?
Why would I think that? I mean, that's just honest. Why would I think that?
Damn, boy. It's crazy, just where it done went, man. And just, you know, talking about the good times and then knowing what's going on now. So where did it get to this motherfucking problem it's at now? Like, how do we end up
I think you need to probably interview that other nigga for that.
Right.
Because I've been seeing this nigga forever. I ain't never did shit to this nigga. I've been seeing this nigga forever. I see this nigga, I mean, shit, when I blocked him in at the motherfucking, what is it called? At the All-Star Weekend at Prospect Park. He ain't say shit then. I ain't say shit. Shit, when I'm calling Heavy, hey, Heavy, tell these niggas to let me in. I'm at the Scout Bar. It's me, you, and the chick. This nigga opened up the door for us.
Jay, man. How's your relationship with Jay these days, man?